Hi everybody, welcome back for our Bible story. Today I'm using, this is called the Dinner Time Bible, which is one we had here at home. We used to use it when our kids were preschool age, and it is by Dr. Mary Mann Simon. It's through Scholastic Books. If you're interested, you could probably look it up and try and order it. It's one we used to use at dinner time when we were doing family devotions when our kids were about preschool age. Today, we are going to be reading the story of Peter and John healing a crippled man. We've had different kids who've been sick, and I've been sick, and I'm sure you all know people who've been sick. So we're going to hear a story about a time that Peter and John, who were Jesus's friends, were able to make somebody better. Here we go. At 3 o'clock one day, Peter and John, Jesus's helpers, went to the temple to pray. The temple is kind of like a church. As the men neared the beautiful gate, they marveled at its massive structure gleaming in the afternoon sun. A crippled man sat in front because he was not allowed inside. He was crippled. That means he was not able to walk. And back then, because he was not able to walk, he was not able to work or have a job. So the only way that he could get money was to sit here and ask people to give him money. So he was very poor. I'm sure he was very sad too. So Peter and John came across him when they were going into the temple, which is kind of like a church. Every day, the crippled man's friends brought him to sit by the beautiful gate. Before worshipers entered, the man would ask them for money. That's what happened when Peter and John neared the gate. The men stopped in front of him. Hopeful of getting a handout, the beggar waited for a donation. But instead of dipping into his pocket for a coin, Peter, who was one of Jesus's friends, said, "Look at us." And the beggar looked up. In the book, it calls him the beggar. That's what it means when you have to ask people for money. He was begging for money because he wasn't able to work. Peter said, "I don't have silver or gold," which he's meaning I don't have money, "but I will give you what I do have. In the name of Jesus Christ, get up and walk." Then Peter reached forward to help the crippled man stand up. Immediately, the man's feet and ankles became strong. The beggar stood up. Then he started walking. Whoa! So this man had not been able to walk in a very long time, and Peter and John were able to make him better right away. They didn't have to give him medicine or take him to the hospital. They were able to make him better. The man walked with Peter and John into the temple, leaping and shouting and praising God. Oh, he was so happy. He was leaping, which means he was jumping, and he was praising God. He was probably singing. Wow, he was so happy. Everyone who saw the man knew that he was the crippled man who begged at the beautiful gate. People were amazed. They had no idea what had happened to make the crippled beggar walk. A crowd gathered. Peter asked the people, "Why are you surprised?" This beggar put his faith in the name of Jesus. Faith in Jesus made this man well. Oh, wow, that is a great story. I know when I started to feel better from being sick, I felt like leaping and shouting and singing too. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of encouragement while we go through these crazy times. So that's our Bible story for today. And I will see you in a few minutes with an art project. Bye.